You want to be great, you got to work at it, right?
Work on three. 1, 2, 3. Word.
Eyes up. Go.
Break it down.
Hit that quick. Let's go, Blue. Give me some juice.
Stay low, step to contact.
Set the angle. He can bring you down.
Catch, tight turn.
Make sure he's set. We're moving. Use that stiff arm when you need it.
Next level.
Stick it. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. I like it.
Hey, Giants on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boom, to the house.
Welcome to another edition of All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. I'm Bob Pop with the Quest Diagnostics Training Center. The Giants had preseason game number 2 on Friday night against the Carolina Panthers. Big show lined up for you. Kayvon Thibodeau wired for sound, and we'll hear from rookie Eric Ray. But to get things started, the head coach of the New York Giants, Brian Daboll, joins us. And, Coach, you know, with all the practice that you've had and now 2 preseason games to sort of evaluate players, are you getting a pretty good handle on where guys stand in the competition without naming names?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's winding down here, and, you know, it's not too long before our first game. So, look, there's still some competition going on, but, you know, as the process goes and the days kind of stack together, you kind of get a good feel of where you're at and the direction that you're heading.
You know, you've had to rest guys because of injury management, and some of the veterans obviously getting some days. Those reps that some of the young guys get are really invaluable, aren't they?
Absolutely. You know, some of the guys that, you know, we're given some downtime have played a lot of football and in meaningful games in the National Football League, and there's players that are behind them that we really need to take a look at, both in the practice field and in the game situation. So any reps young guys can get, you know, 1 year, second year, even third year players, it's invaluable stuff.
When you're stacking your team and starting to think about roster decisions, obviously special teams plays a big role in it as far as players' ability to be versatile, coverage teams, and so on and so forth. How hard is it to get evaluations when you're not going at full speed all the time with that?
Yeah, well, the games are important, but then you're looking at the movement skills of each of the players, and again, that's when you're talking about the bottom part of your roster as you're going through this. You know, special teams weighs in heavily on that. So, you know, you keep an extra position where the guys just think they're competing with, you know, a DB's competing with a DB. That's not just the case. You know, there's receivers competing with DBs or linebackers. You know, it's an important role for our football team, and, you know, certainly something that we take very seriously.
You've been working with these guys throughout the entire offseason. You know you're going to have to make some roster decisions. Obviously, there's some tension amongst the players at this point in time because they know there's an end coming soon. How do you keep them calm so that they can function with that pressure?
It's a great question. It's a difficult thing to do. I mean, everybody, as the days kind of get closer to the regular season and the cutdown date, you can sense it in the building. I think you have to be honest about where the player's at. You have to have some empathy as a coach. This is a trying time for a lot of players that are kind of at the cusp of making a roster, not just with our team, but with a lot of other teams, because, you know, at one point in time, there's going to be, you know, tons of players out there after they get released, and that's something that they worked their entire life for. So definitely empathy, honesty, and you never know what can happen too. You know, you might release a player and bring them back a couple days later if they made a good impression on you. So certainly, you know, not my favorite time of year, cut down date, just because of what all these players have put into it trying to make a roster.
Thinking about some of your rookies, whether it's John Michael Schmitz or Banks or Hawkins, where you guys have fed them a lot of stuff.
Sure.
They seem to really be embracing the challenge of learning and competing at the same time.
Yeah, I know we spent a lot of time in the off season in terms of the draft process of bringing in what we thought was the right type of guys. You know, smart is a high quality we place a premium on, and they've done a good job. And I'd say the players in their room, the veterans in their room, along with the coaches, but, you know, it's one thing hearing it from a coach, it's another thing hearing it from a veteran that's, you know, been there and done that for a while, have been great, and they've welcomed them in, and they've helped them try to grow as much as the coaches have, and they've had the right mindset of getting better every day.
All right, Coach, we appreciate a couple minutes. One more week of camp practices and the last preseason game, and away we go.
Thanks, Bob.
That's New York Giants head coach Brian Daboll taking a couple of minutes to join us. When we come back, Madeline Burke and Brandon London will join us. We'll hear Kayvon Thibodeau wired for sound on All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery.
Hey, Fly. Best time to mention it? Yeah. All right. Shoot.
Oh, yeah, that one?
Shoot. Woo! One and done. Out of here. What up, home?
All right, nope, we're doing best of 2 out of 3, 7 maybe.
Come on.
It's 2 out of 3.
It's 1-1.
That's how it's done. Nope, we got one more. Game over.
Dummy.
My favorite is shoot. That's what I needed. My favorite is shoot. Oh man,
You talking? Come on. 1-2 shoot. Same thing.
my favorite is shoot.
That's y'all. Get him up. Ah.
Lost.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Got him, got him.
I feel like every major dispute in life should be settled through rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I think that is the most fair way to settle anything.
We wouldn't have wars.
No notes, no notes. Any war, it's just rock, paper, scissors, right?
you go, right
At least, hey, at least we did a little bit better than Troy Brown, though. He lost to himself.
I got questions. I got
How?
questions. How, Sway?
Welcome back to All Access Giants Training Camp presented by Hospital for Special Surgery. I'm Madeline Burke. He's Brandon London. It is a beautiful day out here at Quest Diagnostics Training Center. Giants Training Camp underway.
Yeah, the players just got off the field, but I got a question for you. If there's one player on this Giants team that you would say has the energy as he's wired in life, but would also be entertaining if he's wired on the field, who would that be?
I think all of them, right? But I think at the top of that list this week at least would be Kayvon Thibodeau.
Absolutely, and we got Kayvon mic'd up.
Hey, Daniel, you good? You good? Yeah, we was around you a lot today. I was making sure you ain't get touched. You know, I'm like keep you safe, keep you warm. You know what I'm saying? What up, 36? I need that light down coverage, so I go give me one, baby. You too. We got the young boys out here. We like this side. You know what I'm saying? Man. Still be ready. Yep. Hey, do what the you gotta do to win. Ain't nothing else to talk about. We here. OLB's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
OLB.
You gotta set the tone there, Chief here. Come on. This DB, hey, that's 100% of the time. On that one where you broke, was it a big gap or you just kind of fit through there?
I kind of fit through this.
I know you went right under the tight end.
Yeah,
and he.
yeah.
So, but did you feel like that tackle down blocked the dude, or did you feel like?
I just went with flow.
Okay.
And I knew who was blocking X, and I see how he blocked him, and I knew.
Okay. Told you don't come my way. I told you that. Come on, don't forget on me. You've been perfect on plays. Don't forget on me, P. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
KT's got a lot to say.
Yeah. Michael Strahan Jr.
Yeah,
right there.
I like it. I like to see it.
All right, well, we're going to check in with KT's draft mate, Evan Neal, after the break, and that's coming up on All Access Giants Training Camp, presented to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Welcome back to All Access Giants Training Camp, presented to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Madeline, when you're getting to know guys in training camp or even in the off season, there's no way to get to know one of your teammates than going back to his hometown.
Oh, absolutely. And Evan Neal took a little field trip with some of his linemen, taking him back to Okeechobee. Let's check it out.
Real fresh air right there. Feel good to be home. Good old Okeechobee. Got a couple activities lined up to show them boys where I come from, know how I come up, you know, have a good time, you know, create some memories while we doing it. So that's what it's about.
I guess we got live action a little bit there.
Okeechobee.
Okeechobee. Glow, show him the drip.
That's a snapping turtle.
Snapping?
No, it's actually a desert tortoise.
Glow, y'all built it like.
It's different down here in the south, but it's really the swamp down here. I'm gonna be a Florida boy till I die. It's like a pride, man. I love my hometown so much. That's a testament to my parents and just, my community.
Man, look at that big old head right there.
Pass it. See all the bubbles behind him?
Yeah.
That was a big old head right there. Crikey. Right time for the bad.
Okeechobee alligator for you.
Go back in there and feel around for him. Just hope you don't draw back a nub.
You got the wrong ones on this boat, because we'll really get out there in that water.
It's actually about 5 or 6 feet deep. It's just full of mud.
Can I tell you something?
Sir?
You got the wrong ones on this boat. Nah, I want you to hear me well. You can't say that.
You can't.
I will get in here. All right, you got to be careful with your words now, because we'll go for a little dip.
Not we.
We'll go for a little dip.
It was a really cool experience, and to be able to, to bring my teammates down and bring you guys out so you guys could be a part of it, that was cool as well. Like, I feel like y'all got to know, a little bit more about me. I got to know more about y'all, and we all just had a good time. We created memories, for sure.
There you go, Evan.
Calling for his mom. You want to hold him?
Yeah, let me hold that son down.
Okeechobee alligator.
Talk to me nice. Just don't bite me.
I already know what time it is. I'm gonna show these kids what it feel like to work hard. We're about to have a good time. Hey, I just want to thank everybody once again for coming out.
Let's stop.
It's gonna be a great day to get better. Brought a lot of my teammates, a lot of guys with a lot of football experience, knowledge to pass on to you guys. My name is Marcus McKeithen, Joshua Izudo,
Aziz Ojolari.
Andrew Thomas here,
That's JC Hassenauer.
Mark Lewinsky,
Tyree Phillips.
Corey Gunnahill,
Ben Bredesen.
Now it's time to put the work in, fellas. So lock in, get your mind right, because we're gonna get it in. That's what it starts right here at this age. You wanna make it to the next level, you gotta make the decision. Right now as kids, So let's do it, let's put the work in, let's do it.
Yeah. Hit it hard. Real, yep.
Go. There you go, hold it. There you go.
Good job.
Hey, don't go to the...
There you go. Come on, big dog, move your feet. Don't touch that cone, big homie. Around the cone, good feet. And then we just gonna come down to a squat. Like, I see myself in so many of these kids out here because it wasn't too long ago. I was one of these kids out here, you know what I'm saying? So it's a full circle moment for sure. It feels great, man. It's what the game about, being able to inspire the next generation, you know what I'm saying? Out of all these kids, who knows who may make it, to the next level, but if I could be a piece of inspiring them, then that makes it all worth it. Now just put your hand in the dirt. I want to get my step over this white line. I'm gonna work with you. We gotta get you taking your first step.
Go get it.
There you go. Hey, that boy used that shoulder. Give me 5. There you go. Y'all have fun today? It was a great turnout. Hey, I appreciate every last one of y'all for coming out here, just learning something today, getting better. That's what it's all about. I remember when I was y'all age, events like this, youth football camps, they meant the most to me. So I'm glad y'all were able to come out here and have fun, more than anything. But just enjoy being a kid, enjoy being young, enjoy this stage of your life because you're gonna grow up so fast. So always just remember these moments, really cherish these moments, and they'll stick with you forever. So I think, once again, thank everybody for coming out. It was a great turnout, and until next year.
A Florida man has himself a great youth camp and his teammates show up to show love. That's what should be Googled.
Evan Neal out here rebranding Florida Man, and we love to see it. We've got more to come. Stay with us on All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. We'll be right back.
Would you rather have hair for teeth or teeth for hair?
Wait, we gotta come up with this.
Teeth for hair. Your mouth gonna be tickling all the time.
I got hair for teeth. I'm gonna be able to eat food, so teeth for hair.
Hair for teeth. Teeth for hair, I guess.
I'd rather have teeth for hair.
Teeth for hair because you can wear a hat. You know what I'm saying?
Teeth for hair. Yeah, I don't even have no hair. I'm bald. I just want something. You feel me?
Teeth for hair all day.
Like, just imagine you waking up smiling and your teeth just blowing up.
Teeth for hair, I'd wear a hat.
I'll probably have teeth for hair. I like my teeth.
Welcome back to All Access Giants Training Camp Report, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. You know, Eric Gray was a really talented running back at the University of Tennessee, finished his collegiate career at Oklahoma. The rookie tailback spent time with Madeline Burke.
And Madeline Burke here with Giants running back Eric Gray. Eric, first of all, first training camp, first preseason game in the books. How are you feeling so far?
Man, I'm feeling great. This experience, this is something I've been wanting to do my whole life. You know, been dreaming of this since I was a young kid playing football. So to be able to live this dream out, it's been amazing.
Now, you've been getting a lot of use in the return game, the kick returns, the punt returns. In college, at Tennessee and at Oklahoma, it wasn't a thing that you did regularly, right? Maybe a dozen times total. So how did that come about in this Giant situation?
I think it was something that came around in the the preseason, pre-combine training that I showed that I can do that. Like you said, I have done it on film, so it's on film at Tennessee, at Oklahoma, that I can do it. So allowing me to do it it's been great.
Yeah. What do you think about your game that lends itself to that kind of a positional play?
You know, when you're back there, you got to make split-second decisions. So vision, being able to make defenders miss quickly, I think allows me to be good back there.
I mean, doing it in practice is one thing, but doing it in a game is another. Getting those reps in the preseason against the Lions, what did you learn about what that position entails there?
Well, it's that dome with the Lions. You know, those bright lights in there, that ball gets lost in those lights. But just learning the flight of the ball, learning how to catch from a different punter. Yeah. So it was good.
But as a running back, too, I mean, we've seen you getting used a little bit in various capacities, catching out of the backfield, running plays as well. What are you liking about what you're showing of your game so far?
I just like the versatility, being able to show that I can do it all, you know, run, block, pass, can do it all, and just whatever needs to be done to help this team.
Mm-hmm. This running back room is pretty stacked, too. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got a lot of guys in there that I'm sure you've watched quite a bit.
Right.
What is that vibe like?
You know, it's great to have those older guys in there that have a lot of experience in the game. Mm-hmm. So just learning from them every day in practice to say, hey, when you do this, you might not want to do this because in the game it's a little faster, it's a little different. Yeah. So being able to learn from those guys who've done this and played in this league at a high level has been great for me.
Right. I've seen you having conversations with Saquon, with James Robinson, with Matt Breida. What is there any piece of advice that you've been offered? I mean, the other day I saw Saquon giving you a little, hey, here's what you look for.
Yep. He's been great. He's been a great mentor of just teaching me game-like reps, you know, taking practice, going from the film room to the practice field to the game. You know, being a pro in everything you do, he's been a great mentor.
That's got to be the biggest transition, too. I mean, going from how you absorb the information and executing it as a full-time job.
Right.
How do you do that? Are you a note taker? Do you make flashcards? I mean, how do you dive into a playbook?
So for me, luckily for me, when I transfer schools, you know, you got to learn a playbook kind of quickly because you got other people in the room who've already known the playbook. So I kind of learned that I learned best by getting a whiteboard, drawing up the entire scheme, and then going through it in my head. Like, let's say we got an inside zone play, I'll be in my room and say, okay, coach just called this from the sideline. Let me do these steps. Just trying to go through it over and over in my head to get the best form of it.
Yeah, one thing we've heard, too, is Daboll talks about how, you know, he gets a lot of feedback from players, too. Darren Waller, when he first came in here, said one of the things he was most surprised by was that, you know, he can say, hey, here's a route that I feel comfortable with. Here's a play that I really like. How much have you and some of the younger guys been able to have that communication with the coaching staff as well?
You know, he's definitely a player's coach. He definitely asks all the time in the meeting rooms, what did you see on this route? What were you thinking? He always trying to get to see what you think so everybody's on the same page so there's no miscommunication.
Absolutely. Well, Eric Gray, wishing you continued success in your rookie season here with the New York Giants. That's a wrap for today.
Thank you.
Eric Gray certainly has a good head on his shoulders, and with his ability to contribute on special teams, makes him a valuable resource. Well, you can follow the Giants throughout the year and through training camp on all the Giants social media platforms. We're just about out of time for this week's show, but you join us next Saturday at noon Eastern for another edition of All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. And as we say goodbye, let's take a look at some highlights from training camp.